Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Reactivate 2-pack of Soundwave and Optimus Prime. Go ahead and put them off to the side real quick and look at the box, and yep. Look at the box, and yeah, you can see right there, Transformers Reactivate, and then you got Soundwave right there, robot and vehicle mode, you got Optimus and robot and vehicle right there, you got some nice artwork, close-up artwork there. Same with Optimus right there. You got their names, you know, get the window and everything, and that's important to you. You got Reactivate up top here, you got Soundwave, you know, artwork of Soundwave right there. You got Soundwave of Optimus right here, and the authentic Transformers. On the bottom, you have some product information and what's included, and on the back, you have some warnings and copyrights and some product shots, and again, some pictures of the game, which may probably be out of date already. Yeah, they're probably already out of date. But yeah, overall, you can see that right there, and the Splash Damage logo, because that's who's currently developing the game. We'll see how that goes down the line. I also, of course, got the instructions, which are pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot of surprises here. The Optimus one might be a little... I feel like the Optimus might be a little like... Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, I get it. You know, that sort of thing. Yeah, so, these two. Soundwave and Optimus. Yeah, the Deluxe, again. Deluxe Voyager. Or at least ish, sort of. This is one of those things where it's like... You can tell who got the majority of the budget for sure pretty quickly. But yeah, getting in close real quick, looking at Soundwave first, you can see, yeah, you got a nice head sculpt, honestly, with the red visor and everything. You got the, you know, very Soundwavy, but with some nice little extra detailing on it, like the mouth plate one's up. You got, of course, the chest window thing, and bits of car right there as well. You got, you know, some red right here on the shoulders and some silver, more silver and all that stuff. And you got his legs, you know, black and blue down here. And then you also have this enormous backpack. Yeah, that thing's enormous. It's, dominates him in such a weird way that, like, it kind of, well, dominated the discussion about him. So you got him. Optimus here, that you got, you know, again, a nice head sculpt. Maybe the only thing is his eyes are a bit squinty looking, so, like, it's very hard to spot them. But, you know, other than that, you know, you got, it's good head sculpt otherwise. Yeah, you got the Autobot symbols there. You got the, you know, smokestacks. You got, of course, this typical truck chest window thing. Oh, got this little gap right here. Unfortunately, that's not supposed to be there, but I can't seem to get it to sit nice regardless. You got to kind of get, got his faux grill abdomen. You got, you know, nice silver for the wristbands. You got this gray right there, some gray right there, some gray right here. The blue and silver down on the legs and everything. Nice little feet. And the back, you got a bit of a backpack, but nothing too egregious. It's actually pretty compressed and everything, and looks fine as is, regardless of everything. There you go. You know, and also again, you know, it's filled out pretty well as well. So there's that. So, the two of them here. Yeah, they're pretty good. I would say the Soundwave definitely is the weakest of the lot, including the other Starscream and Bumblebee. But I feel like, again, he's kind of getting a bit of a bad rap. Part in part because, if you notice, yeah, the whole thing is like, people have this thing about, oh, his torso, he looks like he's got toothpicks attached to a big old block, you know, because the torso is so massive. The thing is, I feel like in hand, and I'm not sure how well the video is going to how bad the video itself is going to make this, but in hand, he doesn't look as bad as I feel like a lot of photos. I feel like the photos, because of the way a lot of cameras work, make his torso look even bigger than it really is, and his limbs look even tinier than they really are. Overall, he actually looks, I think, better in hand than he does in photos, but he still, I will say, very much still has kind of the bit of the whole, yeah, he does have a massive backpack and everything, and it's one of those weird things, particularly because if you look at the silhouette of how the robot's mode is supposed to be, he's actually pretty proportionate. It's just the backpack, it really doesn't help things, unfortunately, but other than that, yeah, it's the backpack, and again, I feel like it's not as bad as in person as it is in a lot of photographs, but yeah, other than that, though, he actually is, I feel like, a pretty solid looking figure overall. It's just, yeah, he's definitely overall just the weakest of the four. He does come with a couple of accessories, though, namely, you know, his little shoulder gun, which, you know, has a little hinge peg, which can plug in there, and, you know, you can hinge it how you want, because, you know, particularly since this backpack thing's on it, you know, slope, so you can do that right there. And of course, he's got his other gun right here, which you can just peg in right there in his hand if you want, or either hand. All that stuff. You can also store it back here, right there in that peg hole. I'll show that more in vehicle mode. You got that for his accessories. And for Optimus, you got a couple of accessories, including one, of course, yep, as usual. You can open the chest windows, because, yeah, of course. And he's got a matrix, which I believe is the same matrix we've been getting for a while now. But, of course, yep, it's silver. orange. It got a little translucent jewel in the center. It's kind of greenish in this one. Compare. This is just, I got the Shattered Glass Hot Rod one right here. Rodimus. Yeah, it's the same one. It's the same pretty much, I think. I know. Yeah, it's the same mold more or less. More or less, I think. Yeah, it's pretty much the same mold. We've been getting, I have a bajillion of these things now. Yeah, it does at least peg in nicely. And it looks like at one point, it's weird. There's like a little spot there. If you have a LED small enough, you might be able to do something. But yeah, nice little spot there for that. Of course, you keep it out. But yeah, that's one accessory as per usual. Nice and snug in there. But he also has an axe. Nice bit of translucent orangish plastic, you know, right there. It's painted. You can stick it in his hand. The way it's weird is you don't have to do it like this. This doesn't rotate at all, so you have to use the wrist swivel, and then unfortunately, oh dear, you just see his hand right there. So it's like, oh dear, that's kind of like a weird, like, why did you design it like that? That's kind of odd. And then you have his rifle, which is usual. Unfortunate thing about this rifle is look how short that peg is, which means when you put it in his hand, he doesn't actually have a very particularly good grip on it. It does not take much to pull it out of his hand, and as I've discovered, you know, it doesn't take much to get him to stop gripping it. So this is my biggest complaint about this Optimus, is just simply, why is the peg not longer on the gun? Baffles me. So yeah, he can hold it, but it's a very tenuous grip, so it doesn't take much to get it knock it out of his hand. So that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah. Other than that, though, Optimus is amazing, and the Optimus is really nice. And it's actually a clever take. Again, it's weird, that weird thing of it's simultaneously a very standard Optimus transformation, but also brings some new things, and it's very fun. I'll get into that when I get his transformation. But yeah, I feel like he's a very nice Optimus overall. People can also talk about plastic quality of these guys. I'm honestly like not feeling like any sort of weirdness with these guys, and that's nothing particularly like egregious about the plastic quality. But then again, I'm discovering that Transformers fans are really bad judges of plastic quality, possibly myself included. We're really bad at actually figuring out how good plastic is. We just go, oh, it feels cheap, and not really understanding why, if it is or isn't cheap or not. We just say, oh, it doesn't feel good in my hands, so therefore it must be cheap, right? Or feels different, therefore it must be cheap. But anyway, yeah, posability. Getting good Soundwave first. Soundwave here, ball jointed head, so left, right, up, down, as I said. This can go up and down right here. The shoulders are on ball joints, so go full rotation. You got outward that far. There is a bicep swivel right there. Elbows, you get a bit over 90 degrees. There is a wrist swivel, which is nice. He does have a wrist swivel. There is a waist swivel, which is nice as too. He has hips, which actually kick forward very far because they're an off-center thing, so they kick forward very far. And that's not, again, he's also got a bit of a shallow peg going on. I don't know why they're doing this. Why the shallow pegs? Don't do this, guys. Although he holds it a little bit overall. Backwards, you don't get really much of anything though. Outward, you do have about that much. Not full splits, but pretty far. You have a thigh swivel. Knees can go actually curl pretty nicely as well. Down here at the feet, you do have quite a bit of ankle tilt. Nothing really forward and back though. And there you see your lot with Soundwave, posability wise. Now as for Optimus, you do have, again, ball jointed head, so left and right. You got up and down. You do have a bit of waggle. Shoulders can do a full 360. I did that a little bit accidentally. Outward, you have that. Yeah, again, the stupid gun. You got that outward. You do have a bicep swivel. Elbows go about 90 degrees. You do have wrist swivels right there. You do have a waist swivel, which, only it goes about this far before it starts banging into the backpack a bit, which, feels enough for most poses. Hips, you do have forward that much, although if you turn the waist, as soon as you start doing that thing where unfortunately I think plastic starts catching on plastic, although it's not that bad because you can still do it. It's one of those things, if you want to pose a certain way, you're going to want to have to do maneuvers in a very specific order and whatnot. And even then it's like, yep, okay, that's just kind of stopped right there. So just be mindful of that. Backwards, you do have that much backwards. Outward, you do have almost the full splits, just shy of the full splits, really, just shy. You have a thigh swivel. Knees can, again, bend pretty far. Although, so you do have it also bends forwardly, weirdly, kind of, I guess you can do more of a Toon-ish stance of him. Like, yeah, although it's kind of a little too much, I feel. It kind of just looks wrong. And down here at the feet, you do have a lot of ankle tilt. Nothing really forward and back though. There's his posability. I'll put that back in his hand. Or not. I'm trying to push it in. It's just me just trying to push it in. Maybe I can make it catch and hold, and no. It just doesn't want to stay because it's just so shallow of a peg. I'm like, why did you design it like this, you guys? Yeah, so that's Optimus. It does look good. It just, that shallow peg on the gun. It's not the figure's fault. It's the accessory's fault. Yeah, overall, that's the set in the robot mode. Now, for comparisons, though, I'm getting Soundwave first. Here's the Netflix Soundwave. Get a bit taller again, Voyager and Deluxe, but yeah, but just not that far away from each other in size. That, and there's not a current one yet, but here's the War for Cybertron. Well, it's the car version of the War for Cybertron Soundwave from years and years ago now. He's small. And awkward looking. There's that. And oh, by the way, I almost forgot. Yeah, this doesn't open. There's no cavity or anything. There's nothing there for it to open. It's just for decoration. So sorry about that. If you're hoping for something now, there's no tape deck thing there. Sorry. Yeah, there's that. But Optimus here, comparisons. Yeah, here's Earthrise Optimus. It's a bit shorter. And here's the recent Gamer Edition Optimus. Again, because, you know, video game, because why not? He's shorter, but yeah, boy, how is he bulkier. So there you go. And of course, one other comparison I got to do is the previous Reactivate guys I've reviewed. Yeah, so Starscream and Bumblebee. Give you an idea, yep. There they are all together. Don't know which other ones will be coming out, but yeah, there's the 4 we have so far, and they look nice together. So there's that. So we'll go ahead and do some transformations. We'll start again with Soundwave, because he's kind of the more disappointing of the two. So get the guns out of their peg holes or whatever. Never a good thing when something just falls off the figure. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, that's not anything came out there. That wasn't anything. Don't worry about that. But anyway, so first thing first is, well, the backpack, untab and unfurl right here. Just unfurl that, and then take the head here. There's this tab here. Just untab that and bring that back and click that into place. Bring this up right here. Bring this part bit down. Bring this up. And this right here, there's a and bring these out like this to get them out of the way. There's like multiple hinges in here. You want to bring this back and out. You can see there's multiple hinges. Bring this back and down so that this all lines up right here at that. You can see the truck's already forming. Down here, what you want to do is bring these out into the sides like this roughly. Take the hinges and kind of position it roughly like that. Now for the arms here, you want to bring them in. There's these panels. You want to bring these in. Bring the arms in, and there's little tabs right here, which will go into these slots right there. I want to do all of that. If it'll cooperate, there we go. Put that in, bring it around, tab that in, like so. And down here at the legs, you want to go ahead and rotate the legs 180 degrees at the thighs, like so. Bring this panel out. Bring this panel out, and then bring the wheel here. Bring this around like so. You can kind of bring the panel back around like that. Then bring this panel out. Bring this wheel around. Bring this panel kind of back over a little bit, and then tab the legs together like this. Kind of get them tabbed together to cooperate with you. Get them tabbed together. Again, mine, they don't like to stay. And then bring this all up and collapse it in. And right here, there's tabs right here on the, right up near the wheels, which will go in little slots right there on the backpack. So let's bring this up, make sure everything's squared away. Yeah, of course, unfortunately, the legs also came undone again. Make sure that's all comes up, and then yeah, tab those in right here, those slots. Then these panels, you want to make sure to bring them outward like this and like this. Oop, that one came undone. Yeah, make sure then, yeah, make sure it's all squared away like there. And right here, these right here, you want to make sure to tab these up and in like this. Like so, and this came out weird. Okay, there we go. Wait, there we go. Okay, got that. That came slightly misaligned itself in the process, but it shouldn't have done that. First time that's ever happened. Because of course, yeah. Get all, you know, kind of give it a good squeeze here and there, make sure everything's lined up, and then take this piece and move that up. And then the gun bits, again, this one will peg in right here, like so. If you want, you can actually mix them around if you want. And this part right here, if you want to store it, can also go right there like that. And that's Soundwave in his vehicle mode. Now, Optimus, well, that took care of itself. Yeah, remove his accessories and put those off to the side for now. Now, what you want to do with him is back here, you want to move, untab this and move this back right here. You want to move this back and unfurl this and unfurl that right there. You want to untab these and then just bring this down. And then this right here, you want to rotate these outward like this. And they'll kind of click a bit too, like a soft click right there. Just move that out like that, right? Now up here, what you want to do is untab the abdomen right there, like that. And this will let you bring this up, the chest piece, and you unfurl this part right here. Unfurl this, and you bring these out. This will help also stop it from collapsing again. It's nice. Okay, then right here, you want to go ahead and bring this whole thing back like this, and kind of get the arms up and out of the way for now, like that. And then right here, what you want to do is bring these outward like this, and then rotate this around, and these will tab together, like so. And then you can take the abdomen piece and just tab it back in like that, right? And what you want to do here is, we'll take the head here, and this will untab this, and this will bring this back like so. Kind of want this kind of sitting like that. See that, how that's sitting? You want to set it like that. Down here at the legs, though, you want to take the feet and move them. Use the ankle to move them like this. Take this panel, open that up, rotate this around 180, this whole thing. Make sure the foot clears the leg right there. Take this and collapse this down. Turn this and, you know, tab this back in down here, and then take the foot and collapse it against the leg like so. That. Same thing. Open this up, rotate this around. Again, clearance for the foot. Right there. And pull this in, close that back up, and then tab the legs together. This also might get in the way a little bit. Then bring this down. Make sure to bring this down. Again, you see this part's kind of flat against right there. You can see that armature is flat against. This right here, you want to take this, fold this down, and this will tab in. This tab will go in right there, like so. And bring this to the same thing. Tab in like there, like so. And make sure it's all sitting properly. Straighten. Nice and straightened, like so. Now here, what you want to do, you want to bring this forward enough that, yeah, you kind of want, this is going to be a weird, tricky clearance thing. Okay, so you want to take this panel right here, you want to unfold this panel right here on this arm right here, and on this arm as well. Just unfold this panel. You can see unfold this panel right here and fold it like that. Now you want to rotate it like this and like this. You want to rotate it like that, like this. Now when you bring this, you're gonna have to bring this up like this, and this is going to be the tricky part where it's like this is kind of the most annoying part of the transformation, I feel. Right here, you're gonna have to make sure that these smokestacks go behind this thing. It's not exactly easy to do. Yeah, make sure it goes behind. And while you're doing that, also compressing this and make sure this stays kind of forward as well. And kind of fold that and compress that in like that. Again, making sure this, see the smokestack goes behind this panel, so it's like that. Same thing over here, folding this up and bringing this back and bringing it up. And yeah, it kind of might be a little easier to get this like that, and then kind of fold it in line like that. Then you can bring this down over top of the fists, and fists aren't lined up properly, it won't clear. Be a little annoying, but yeah. And there's these little bits will just you can see like here the little tab on the bumper and everything. Those little 3 tabs will line up. And then bring this down. Make sure this tabs into the front right here. And also this will tab in underneath the panels at the sides, like so. Like that. And that's Optimus's truck mode. Pretty much finished. I'll do the weapon accessories later for that one, but yeah, and that's the 2 of them transformed to the vehicle modes. Right, yeah. Vehicle modes. Okay, so Soundwaves actually does look pretty good. I think it's a nice little weird armored SUV thing. Again, you got his chest is right there, but yeah, the big thing is you saw the transformation. Most of it just kind of is his transformation is you pretty much just unfurl the backpack and fold the robot underneath, which it's a little more detailed than that. But yeah, it's pretty much what you're doing is just. So he's a bit shell formery, and yeah, so his transformation is kind of dull, to be honest, but it's not a bad vehicle mode by any means. It's a pretty decent one. The only thing is, that the wheels are pinned on so hard that there's a lot of friction there, so like they don't not want to spin at all. But it's a decent little armored car thing, otherwise. But yeah, it's just like, how was like. Most of this back here is all backpack, and like that's this is the chest piece and stuff, but the front wheels curl up, and it's like he's very just kind of a shell former, but at least the vehicle mode looks good, so there's that. Optimus, though, again, you get this big brute of a semi-truck, and you got all that stuff. It looks really nice. You got a really nice little weathering effect. I really like how this works on the bumper there. It's just a nice looking semi-truck. The only thing is really like right here, there's like some gapping like right there, but it's not really that bad. Again, it folds up really nicely. Everything folds up really nicely and everything. It just looks really nice in this mode. I really like how this guy looks, and of course he does roll really nicely. Even that wheel ain't rolling. This wheel is not rolling. Yeah, this one wheel doesn't want to roll unless I put a lot of pressure on it. So yeah, it looks like it might be because that wheel's also got a lot of friction. Yeah, also you can see there's no like hitch or anything. So yeah, as far as I can tell, no existing trailer really was gonna work with this guy. So, yep. That's gonna, some people are gonna be upset about that, but unless there's some sort of adapter someone comes up with, and even then, I think like the Earthrise trailer, for example, will be kind of small looking on this. But yeah, of course, weapon storage. You can take these. There's little peg holes on the sides of the truck here. You can take these and peg them in to the sides right here, and yeah, there's your vehicle storage or vehicle mode storage, and there you go. And also, you can still get to the matrix in this mode as well. You can still get there if you want. Yeah, it's a darn good looking truck, honestly. And also again, the truck transformation again is the familiar Optimus transformation, but with a nice new little spin on it. The only thing is the arms can be a little tricky to every single time I think I finally found, that's the way to do it. No, the next time I do it, it just gets all caught up on stuff again. It's just like, yeah, so the arms and the arm panels particularly really get caught up on things as you're trying to transform this. So that's a little unfortunate. But other than that, it's actually a pretty nice transformation. I really like it overall. Everything hides away pretty well, and it just even the legs, like the way the legs transform, I really like how that works and everything. It just looks really nice in the end. So there you go on that. Some comparisons. Let's start with Soundwave again. So we'll get Optimus out of the way. Again, here's all the Earthrise or Netflix Soundwave, which is, it's kind of a weird comparison, but there you go if you want to know. Here's the War for Cybertron, the old Tricar United version. right there if you want to see that. So there's those comparisons. That's for Optimus. Again, here's the Earthrise, and this is one of the things what I mean by like the trailer's going to be way too small, because the trailer all looks kind of small on the Earthrise Optimus, and look how much bulkier this other Optimus looks comparatively. Yeah, it's not going to be much of anything there. And here's the Gamer Edition Optimus in vehicle mode, which also is a massive vehicle, but also looks kind of like a shoe. So there's that. And of course, just for the sake of it, because because all here's the Starscream and Bumblebee from Reactivate as well. Just to have all 4 of them on camera, and yeah, these scales kind of. The Bumblebee might be a little bigger than he should be for scale wise, but you know what? It's not too bad. Yeah, I think Bumblebee is a little bit bigger than he really should be for scale, but yeah, it's not too bad, honestly. There you go. So I'll say this. This pack's weird because again, it's the same price as the other packs because it's Deluxe and the Voyager is $65. Soundwave is definitively the weakest of the bunch. Like, I don't think he's outright bad like a lot of people say he is, but he's definitely the weakest one. But Optimus, I feel, is the strongest one. So this is kind of makes a weird, interesting thing. So you're going to have a lot of people who really want the Optimus, but not so interested in the Soundwave. And that's going to be a kind of problem of like, people buying the 2-pack and then trying desperately to sell off the Soundwave and then realizing they're not going to get the full price for it. And yeah, that sort of thing. It's not a bad toy. You might actually enjoy it in hand yourself, but yeah, you might actually enjoy it when you get in the hand. But yeah, it is the weakest one compared with the strongest one. So it's one of those things you might as well see it as a really good Optimus. That kind of you get a so Soundwave thing. And I don't say it's bad. It's just very he's all right, I guess. So. He's kind of okay-ish with a disappointing transformation and kind of a robot mode that can look a little weird, but a solid vehicle mode. Optimus is just a good-looking robot, a fun transformation for the most part, except for the arm panels can be a little tricky. And he's got a great-looking, just mean-looking semi-truck. So, yeah. There you go. And again, $65, that $5 extra premium, I feel like that really went to Optimus. Optimus particularly really got like the lion's share of the budget here. Soundwave suffered so Optimus Prime could be amazing. And that's just kind of the long and short of it. Just, yeah, you get the weakest one paired with the strongest one. So make your choice from that. And maybe somewhere someone actually does want just the Soundwave and you get just the Optimus if you're really into that. But you're going to have to prepare yourself for the idea that if you really want this Optimus, you're going to have to get the Soundwave too. So there you go. I hope you found this review informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my social medias down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee, my Patreon, and I shall see you next time with another video review.